everybody doing? Happy New Year's.
Was that Tatiana?
That was Tatiana.
I love seeing your faces. You all look so grown up.
I know. Yeah. We're going to expect to
And
hear from.
we stay the same age too, Candace. You know that, right?
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
Is that Myra?
Yes. Hi, Rachida.
Hello, Myra.
Hi, Candace.
Hi, Myra.
Please feel free to use the chat to shout
I
out.
love the comment from Vivian that she's commuting right now, but she's letting us know that she sure does look great. So, she said, I'm commuting right now, but know that I look great. So wonderful to see all of our students grown up.
That is Vivian. Vivian started as a graduate intern in our office through Boston College School of Social Work. So she is now chief of staff for one of our state agencies and doing amazing things like so many. So I will expect to hear from some, if not all of you, once we get through some of the formalities. But why don't we get started? Does that sound good? So I just want to say good evening to everyone and welcome to the 2021 Alumni Winter Social. Thank you for joining us. 2020 and unfortunately the beginning of 2021 is proven to be unprecedented, disturbing, and honestly quite upsetting. As a woman of faith, I believe that we are in this Zoom room together for a reason. I am feeling and receiving your positive energy, and I thank you for that. We are very excited that over 30 alumni and student trainees have joined us this evening, and that this Zoom platform gives us the opportunity to invite colleagues, families, and other guests. Thank you all for being here. Workforce development is part of Dana-Farber's commitment to inclusion, diversity, and equity. As part of this program, you started your professional tenure at Dana-Farber. You are one of 469 workforce development student training participants. 100% of you were accepted to college, 65% declared STEM or healthcare majors, and 45 of you have or are currently working at Dana-Farber. We thank you for your contributions to this organization, to your families, to our community, and to this world. Our alumni are working towards completing their college degrees. Many have gone on to be doctors, nurses, physician assistants, engineers, administrators, researchers, public health professionals, and the list goes on and on and on. We are so proud of you. Thank you to the members of the Alumni Planning Committee. You are walking the walk and talking the talk, giving back in an impactful and meaningful way. Let's take tonight to reset, renew, and step powerfully into 2021. And to help us do so, we are thrilled to have Pierre Campbell joining us. Pierre was recommended by one of our alumni, Obadiah Rankin, a 2008, 2009 alumni of the program, who is now a project engineer at Gilbane Construction. Obi is unable to be here tonight due to a conflict, but we are excited to be joined by Anamal Garang. Anamal is a 2010 and 2011 alum of the student training program. He was part of the program as a sophomore and junior at John D. O'Brien High School. Upon graduating from UMass Boston, Anamal accepted a position as a research data specialist at Dana-Farber. So please join me in welcoming Anamal, who will introduce our speaker.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Happy New Year and welcome. This is so amazing. So good to see this many new and familiar faces this evening. As Candace said, my name is Animal. I'm a research data specialist at Dana-Farber GI department. I'm actually in this position in my career because of the guidance, support, and love from Candace, Rachida, and the wonderful people of the workforce development team. So I just wanted to give them a quick shout out and a special thank you. So you must know that I was very excited when they had asked me to introduce the very special guest of the evening. Now you've all tuned into our Winter Alumni Social to hear from our very special guest tonight. Known for his authentic style and passion as a leadership coach, this Queens, New York native is an empowering speaker who infuses hope, positivity, and action into every presentation. With over 20 years of experience, Mr. Pierre Campbell develops executives, high potential leaders, managers, and students by instilling a heightened sense of confidence and honing their ability to work effectively in teams through self-awareness, self-exploration, and acceptance. Pierre is the author of Simple Intelligence, G.O. Get Optimistic, How Acronyms and Affirmations Can Truly Work to Your Advantage. Pierre teaches simple intelligence strategies that uniquely position leaders to become more effective and enable more earning potential through employee engagement and customer satisfaction. These same traits earned Pierre the College Football Hall of Fame Award while he was a student at Cheney, a successful career as a arena football player, and the opportunity to further develop as a campus director at a major university. Pierre earned a bachelor's degree in marketing and an MBA with a concentration in human resources. Currently, Pierre has developed a unique niche as a leadership development resource and diversity and inclusion consultant. So, workforce development, my family, get ready for your Pierre Camp experience. Without further ado, Mr. Pierre Campbell.
All right, Anima. Everybody, y'all gotta dance with me. Y'all gotta dance with me. Let's go. Come on. Don't be afraid. Sing song when I'm walking home, jump up to the top of the brown. I gotta see y'all. Okay, here we go. If y'all are not dancing, I'm gonna get you. Whoa! Hey!
This is my kind of meeting.
Oh, let's go! Whoa! I see you, Patty. Come on, Katie. Show the guns, Alama. Show the guns. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I see y'all. Woo! I see you, Katie. Get it. Don't be afraid. Come on, man. We gotta have fun. People acting crazy 30 minutes away from you in DC. Come on. Hey! Here we go. Everybody say it. Let's go. Woo! Man. Oh my goodness. Hey, everybody. Hey. Man, it's so good to be here. Congratulations. What a good day. What a good day. It may not look like a good day, but it is a good day. Every single one of you, thank you so much for showing up. All of the leaders, Candace, Sandy. Sandy had to get special props because she reached out for me. She reached out to get me. Rashida, listen, every single one of you are supposed to be here right now. So I want to just encourage you to open yourself up to learning, receiving. If you have a pen, pad, something, some phone or something to take notes, please take notes. I'm going to go through a couple slides. My goal is to try to go through the slides really quickly and then answer questions because I'm a coach, y'all. So please ask questions. This is your opportunity. I tell people, take advantage of opportunities. Every single one of us have opportunities every single day. And today is your day. You better take advantage of it, y'all. All right. So I'm going to share the screen and we're going to go through some self-advocacy slides because y'all want to know your worth, right? I know you already know your worth, but let's see if I can, let me see if I can, let me stop sharing real quick because I want to get to the, Give me 1 second. Let me get to the beginning. All right. All right, here we go. All right. Tell me if you can see everything. Give me some head nods. Look at this. Good people. Yeah. Y'all got it? Okay. All right. So today what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about knowing your worth. Now more than ever, it's important for you to understand your worth. You see what's going on, 30 minutes. I'm in Northern Virginia, everybody. I'm like 35 minutes away from DC. But if it's busy, y'all know DC traffic is crazy. Northern Virginia traffic is crazy. It's like Boston and LA and New York. But I'm originally from New York, so I can deal with it. But today we want to talk about knowing your worth, because that's the theme of this social. Every single one of you are in spaces where you're young professionals, and even the seasoned professionals, you're going to get something out of this. Self-advocacy is very important. It's a part of how you grow as a young professional. It's how we grow as professionals overall. So we're going to get right into it. Well, I don't have to go through the slide, but Julia, you could let the dogs bark. All right, let's see here. Just to share a little bit about me, I develop young leaders and I have professionals that I develop as well. The one on the left are the inroads interns that I develop. I'm right here. It's like 50 of them. Of course, this wasn't 2020. This was 2019, where we do leadership development. And I am loving the fact that I'm blessed to be able to do this, to train young leaders. I do dining etiquette training. Very different to see a Black male do dining etiquette training. But I bring a sense of leadership development to that, because I want everybody to understand that that's very important. And I do it at University of Maryland. I do it at Rutgers University as well, and a couple other schools. The one on the right here, I have a couple of corporate clients. This is one of the corporate clients, Jacobs Engineering, global company. This is the Black Employee Resource Group that they have. This was a global conference that I did a 2-day training for them. I'm just sharing with you because I feel like it's important for people to know that, it's ready to take notes, y'all. John Maxwell says, y'all know who John Maxwell is? Everybody knows? If you don't, write his name down. John Maxwell is known for leadership. And John Maxwell says everything, no one cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And I wanted to make sure that you all know how much I care about people and leadership development. This last picture here, in Northern Virginia community colleges, they have a program called Man Up. It's a minority leadership development program where I go every year and I do sessions on professional development, leadership development. This is at a retreat. It was a 3-day retreat that we had near William and Mary University. All right, so family matters. And this is my queen, Kim Campbell, right here. Thank God for her. She put up with me when I stepped out on faith to start my speaking and coaching business and consulting, because I had a great job making great money. And I said, babe, you gotta stick with me. You gotta stick with me, please. Don't give up, don't give up. And God willing, he really made it come through. It's my mini-me, Anthony. He's a jokester, so you see what he says right there, right? Y'all see it? Hey, he says, is this the alumni social? She's like, yeah. So Chloe's my little princess. She is, oh my gosh, man. All right, I want to move on, because you know how they say daddy's little girl? This is crazy. I didn't know it was going to happen like that, but it happened to me, y'all. So really quickly, I'm going to go on to this video. I want to share this video with you because I think energy is important. I think having fun is important, and knowing your value and knowing your worth is important. This is my sister-in-law and my son 2 years ago. I think it's 2 years ago. And it's just so funny. It's like a 30-second clip. And I just think it was just funny. So go ahead and listen to this, y'all.
You make me happy. You make me happy. This you can bear. This you can bear. You stood right beside me, and I won't forget. I really love you. You should know. I want to make sure I'm right.
No.
What?
All right, so let me tell you what happened. Anthony saw somebody walk up to the car, and he's like a mini me. He said, yo, ho, don't walk up to the car like that. Because they saw them singing in the car, and they were like, what are y'all doing? And so he's a little bold, and he just stopped the whole fun. And he said, cut this out. Don't look at us. So today, this is the simple intelligence self-advocacy framework that y'all are receiving right now. It's very important to understand your worth and know your value. Same thing, synonymous, okay? So the framework we're gonna start with is confidence, making sure that you understand where it comes from and how do you get your confidence built up. It's about self-esteem. It's about, making sure you're aware of who you are and accepting who you are and loving yourself. Speaking up and showing up. You already know right now in DC, we need people to speak up and show up. We need leaders like you to continue to learn things like this so you can speak up and show up in the workplace, in your home, with your community. Next one is managing up. If you're not familiar with this, it's very important. There's a really good book. I want you to jot it down. It's called Managing Up. Go get that book, Managing Up. I don't care if you get the one by one author and another by another author. Hey, as you can see, I love books, y'all. They say there's so much money in a book, so many ideas in a book, but we just don't pick up the book and read the book. So get that. And then the selection process. What am I talking about? Who are you selecting to be your advocate? How do you select an advocate? And why should they be your advocate? All right, and then gratitude. Let me tell you something. Gratitude is the seed for more. Gratitude is the seed for more, everybody. When you are thankful, when you are grateful, it just seems like you're planting seeds so that the harvest will come in a later point. It may not come right there at that moment, and it may not come from who you give the gratitude to or who you give the thank you to, but it's going to come. It's one of the laws. Everybody, there are laws and principles that we live by, like gravity. Everybody knows gravity, but there are all other laws. And if y'all ask me later on, I'll share some laws with you. So, let me go back because I promised that I would do this. Y'all are used to seeing polls where it pop up on your screen. Not doing that today. I'm just gonna ask you questions. I want every single person to get ready to go in the chat and just answer yes or no when I ask the question. Don't answer yes or no to every single question. We're gonna go one by one, all right? Y'all ready? Head nods. Ready? All right, cool. Here we go. People that don't speak up are not engaged or don't care. Yes or no? And Sandy, I need you to tell me what are they saying in the chat.
Everybody is saying no, and it's moving way too quickly for me to even see the names.
I love it. Love it. Okay. No maybes, no yes. Okay. All right, cool. Let's move on to the next one. That's really good. Really good. And remember, this is your answer. One of the things that I had on the other slide that I kind of moved past with the mute yourself and the dog barking was, listen, this is a safe space. This is y'all family anyway. Y'all just kind of allow me to get into your family today, which I appreciate. When a person shows you who they are, believe them. Let's go. What's in the chat?
Oh, yeses.
Yes.
Oh, wait, there was a no somewhere, but it moved away too fast.
Oh my God, who's the no?
Tonsky.
Tonsky, come off mute. If you have the courage to come off mute today, share with us. Come on, because this is about engagement. Why you said no?
I think I misinterpreted the question. That's why.
Why? When a person shows you who they are, okay, that's fine. When a person shows you who they are, all right. I don't like the idea of devil's advocate. I think words are very important. Words are so important. The reason why I'm sharing this with you is because I don't like the devil. So I don't think that we should say devil's advocate, but I'm going to share. Yeah, sometimes people sometimes they show you a facade of who they are. They really don't show you who they are. So sometimes they make mistakes. People make mistakes. I want everybody to write this down because this is very important to start embracing and putting as a fabric of your daily thoughts. Every single human being is going through something. Even those crazy people down there in DC doing the crazy things that they're doing, guess what? Every single one of them, every single person, every human being is going through something. If you can start living with that thought process, it will increase your compassion, your empathy, and your awareness. Okay? All right, let's move on to the next one. People are born leaders. Y'all ready? Go. People are born leaders. Moving fast. What does it say, Sandy? What are people saying?
Oh my God, I was on mute. I'm sorry. I was like talking to myself. Alon says yes. Ruth says yes. Everybody else says no. Overwhelming no's.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
Ildemaro says yes, and we can develop leaders.
Okay, cool. So the overwhelming no. Oh, the yes. Someone that says yes. Who was Amal? It was you?
Alon.
Alon. Okay, okay. Alon, can you come off mute?
Yeah, I can.
Come on. Let's go. Cheer.
Hi. I think everyone is born with the capacity to be a leader. That was how I interpreted that. So that's why I said yes.
Okay, very good, very good. Great perspective, great thought process. That's all right. So who's the one person that said no? Feel free to come off. Who is it? Who wants to come off?
Can I just say something? I think leaders can be developed because it takes people to give you the strength and courage to see something in you that you sometimes don't see in yourself. So I believe that it's a skill that can be developed that you may not even realize you have.
I love it. What's your name? Because I couldn't see you.
Candace.
Candace or Candace?
It's Candace.
Candace. All right, cool. Thank you, Candace. There we go. All right, that was really awesome. I like that perspective. One more perspective on this. Anyone else have a perspective on the born leaders?
I always thought people were born leaders until recently, where it's like, you know what, you can actually become a leader as long as you have the right support.
I like that. I like that.
I agree 100% with the, there are natural born leaders, and there are individuals that we can train, or you can train yourself and educate yourself. Even if you have some leadership traits at birth, you can always improve it.
Yes, that's good. That's good. Great perspective. I love it. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next one. Next one, last question. Call it poll, but question. All right, is a job title makes you a leader? Go.
No, giant no from Randy.
Giant no. Wow, Randy.
Ildemaro says no, it makes you a boss.
Ooh,
Vivian, no, as we've seen on the highest ranks of our country.
You said it, I didn't. All right, cool. All right. Randy, come off mute. Why was the giant no? Talk to me. Talk to us, not just me, but talk to us.
Yeah, hi, it's Brandy. I have had managers who were not good leaders. They had a job title that put them in a leadership position, but it was clear that they were not focused on leading their team to success.
Very, very good. I love the fact that you all are experiencing these things early on in your careers, and trust me, it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. This is why I've devoted my life's mission is to do what I do right now. So, Brandy, thank you so much. That was great. All right, we're going to move on to the next slide here. It's doing a pop thing instead of. All right. First one is confidence. Why did I put this picture on the screen? Everyone back in 1996, maybe some was born, maybe some wasn't. Back in 1996, I was one of 4 Black lifeguards, the first at Walt Disney World, Typhoon Lagoon. 1996, y'all. 1996. And when you talk about confidence, I had no idea what I was going to do when I went down to my friend came to my, I used to play college football, and one of my friends came and said, hey, look, they're interviewing for internships at the hotel restaurant management. I was a marketing major, or the hotel restaurant management, the building, you know, that's my major, but I think you should get up and put a shirt and tie on and come down there. So I got up, put my shirt and tie on. I went down there and I'm standing in front of the table, and the guy says, this is the list of positions. And I was like, okay, I don't want to clean the floors at this park. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a Donald Duck or Mickey Mouse. I was like, all right, what can I do? And I saw lifeguard on there. And I thought to myself, and when I tell stories, think about yourself, y'all. I want y'all to really start to think about yourself. When I thought to myself, my brother in Far Rockaway in New York, where I'm from, my brother was a lifeguard at the beach. I can do that. And I literally, just like that, told the guy, I was like, I can be a lifeguard. Guy looked at me, he said, okay. Now he's knowing what I would be entering, but I didn't know what I was going to be entering. And like I said, one of 4 Black lifeguards. Typhoon Lagoon, I think we had about 75 lifeguards. We had Typhoon Lagoon, Blizzard Beach. Anybody ever been to Disney World and the water parks? Yeah, I see you shake your head. All right, yep. We had Typhoon Lagoon, Blizzard Beach. There was another one too. But anyway, I was at Typhoon Lagoon, and this is the group of Cheyney University. Cheyney University is the university I graduated from. Cheyney University, a little history for you. It's good to have history. Is the first historical Black university in the United States of America, and founded in 1837. And that's me right there. And every single university group got to take a picture at Magic Kingdom. And this is just in the cafeteria. I have a group picture, but I can't find it, where you could literally see I think there were 3 of us on, my friend Brian right here, he was at Blizzard Beach, but there were 3 of us at Typhoon Lagoon, and it was dots in the picture. So you want to talk about diversity? It was literally just dots of people of color. But my point is, you got to have confidence. You got to have confidence, okay? All right. And it took confidence to be able to say that. So look at those good people right there. Those people look like they have confidence. Look at those beautiful people. Y'all look like y'all got confidence. So let's dive into having confidence a little bit more. So where does it come from? Confidence comes from believing in yourself. And I like this little guy right here. There's something about him. I put him in all my presentations because he's so cute. And he's like, come on, you can do it. Every single person can do it. And you got not only believe in yourself, but where does it come from? Where does believing in yourself come from? As a matter of fact, if one person could come off mute and tell us and share with us, what are your thoughts on where believing in yourself comes from?
Well, my dad always said it comes from the heart. So I'm gonna just assume that it's all up in here in the chest cavity, somewhere up in there.
All up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
up in there.
Thank you, Tatiana. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Anyone else would like to share where they think believing in yourself comes from?
I think, this is Ratchet, I think it's when other people believe in you.
That's having an advocate, right? That's good. Good.
I kind of wanted to add on to Rachita's point, but it also like comes from believing in yourself. Like that's the most important part. Like you don't need others' opinion, you just need your own.
Yes. So where does that confidence come from? Like what allows you to say, oh, you know what, I believe in myself? I want y'all to really think about this.
Knowing your value, knowing exactly who you are. And know, like, I came from knowing your history too, knowing your history and knowing your value knowing how strong that you are.
That's good. That's good. Thank you. And so I want to share a little story with you, and it's about loving yourself. One of the things that I do is I give my children a bath. Anthony's 8 years old. Like I said, those are a little bit older pictures, but and Chloe is 2 years old. And I give them a bath. Ask me why I give them a bath. Somebody, come off mute. Why do I give them a bath? Say it.
Why?
Why? Because my wife said give them a bath. Come on, y'all.
I was like, because you're a dad.
Because my wife said give them a bath. Listen, y'all, they say happy wife, happy life. All right. So, all right. So here it is. I give him a bath, and he's 8, so you don't really have to do too much with him. But now I have Chloe. So just imagine this. Giving her a bath, she's in the tub, and after I give her a bath, in her bathroom, there's two sinks and then the big mirror, right? So right in between the mirror, I put her in front of the mirror. I want people to come off mute right now and repeat after me. You ready? Come off mute. Come off mute. I know this is tough because I'm probably, okay, so only a couple people can come off mute. Okay, and I give her a bath and I put her in front of the mirror, butt naked. Everybody say butt naked.
Butt naked.
Butt naked. That's right. Daggone right. I put her in the mirror and I put her butt naked in front of the mirror. And I say, you ready? 1, 2, 3, let's go. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Because God made me perfect. She looked at the mirror. She's like, oh, excited. Anthony's ready to go too, because he's like, oh my God, I remember this stuff. And he sees it now with Chloe. I say, you ready? Come on, Chloe. Ready? We're going to do it again. She said, come on, daddy. Come on, daddy. Well, remember, butt naked in front of the mirror, looking at yourself, looking at herself. I said, 1, 2, 3, let's go. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Because God made me perfect. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm programming her subconscious mind. I'm allowing her to understand the self-worth. What she said in the little picture, if you remember, she said, yeah, big bro, just act like you know your worth. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Why am I doing that? Because we have a lot of people in our world that are doing crazy things in our world. And a part of the reason why they're doing the crazy things is because they don't love themselves. And what you're seeing is a byproduct of not loving yourself. Whenever you see a human being can totally attack another human being, and it's not football, because trust me, I love that. I love football. I can do that. But I'm talking about totally just go out and say, okay, I'm going to murder somebody. That's because of a trauma or something that happened in their lifetime that has not allowed them to love themselves, and they have not been taught that. So what am I saying? I'm saying that every single one of you are now charged, now that you heard my story, to do the same. Now, I'm not saying to do it with your children or anything. I don't know the situation, but I'm saying you do it by yourself. You need to go in the mirror. Nobody will know. Come on, y'all. Listen to me. You need to go in the mirror, look at yourself, because guess what? You are all you got. What you have received, if you don't believe in God, that's fine. Nobody is pushing anything. If you, whatever you believe in, you thank that mommy, daddy, you thank whoever for allowing you to come to this earth, because you all came to this earth for a reason and a purpose, not just to get a degree and not just to get a job. I hope y'all received that. Please write that down. All right, so I'm gonna move on to the next one. The next one is knowing your value. When you talk about knowing your value, every single one of you have to understand your value. And right now, more than ever, you see what's going on. We need every single one of you young leaders to understand your value, which is knowing your worth. How do you do that? All right, this is how I explain it. There is a difference, everyone, between your job and your work. All right, all eyes on me. Your job and your work. Your job, I'm going to define it. It's Pierre Campbell definition. And by the way, if you hear and look a Jamaican accent come out, it's because I'm of Jamaican descent. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, I see you, Tatiana. Okay, so listen, job. Okay, I'm gonna define it. Remember, you can't go into I was gonna say Webster's because I have that, but y'all Google. You can't go Google this, all right? This is me. Your job is a place where you go to do your work. Very important for you to understand. Your job is a place where you go to do your work. We're talking about value here. All right. So you say, okay, Pierre, so when you talk about your job as a place where you go to do your work, so define what is your work. We use these two words, job and work, synonymously like they mean the same thing, but they don't. Upon Pierre Campbell's definition, of course. Your work is your gift. Write that down, please. I can stop right now. If y'all receive that, if y'all understand, put yes in the comments. Please put yes in the comments. If you understand what I just said, put yes in the comments. Okay? All right, very good. Your job is a place where you go to do your work. Your job is a place where you go to do your work. Your work is your gift, your gifting. Let me ask you this question, and everybody go in the chats, and Sandy, you're gonna have to tell me what people are saying. Here's a question. Can you get fired from your job? In the chats.
Yeses from everybody.
Every single human being, right? Yes, yes. No, any no's? Any
No
okay.
no's.
All right, so get ready to be released now. Get ready. Everybody answer this question. Can you get fired upon Pierre Campbell's definition from your work?
No's from everyone. I
pray that y'all receive what I just did and share with y'all. We come up in these systems, the home system, value everything outside of us. Why? Because at 5 years old, we send our children, my children, 6 years old, send them to school. And then in the school system, boom, value everything outside of yourself. Got to get these classes, got to get these grades. Some of the stuff you probably never use. I don't use calculus. Nothing against it, but I don't use it. This is what I do. Okay. And remember, I'm not against the educational system. It's a system. All systems were created for the system to work. But what's important for all of you to understand right now at this point is this is professional and personal development, what I'm sharing with you. All right. So now you go into the work system. Every single one of us in the work system, if you want to make more money, everybody want to make $100K, $1 million. What do we have to do? Got to become the manager, because those people make the most money. What if you really don't want to manage people, processes, systems, strategy? Here's the break free moment, everybody. Write this down. Leadership, this is once again Pierre Campbell's definition of leadership. You ain't gonna find it nowhere else. Leadership is about leading in your area of gifting. Okay? Leadership is not about followers. We tend to, because we have social, social media and all these different things, we look at all these leaders and we keep pointing fingers. No, every single one of you were born to be a leader. But see, you weren't taught this, what I'm saying to you, that leadership is about leading in your area of gifting. But here's the catch. If you don't embrace, you don't receive, you don't discover, you don't study yourself and your gifting, you tend to start moving away what you're naturally built to do and start moving into something outside of what you were born to do. That is so important. We only have one life, y'all. With this COVID, look at this. We're doing this social, we're on video. I don't know how many people here, but guess what? Every day I'm doing something like this. In the past, I was in front of people all the time, but now I do this. Things are changing. Pandemic. Remember what I said, everybody? People are going through something. People are always going through something. So understand what I just said. And understand you got to know your value. And the way you start is start discovering. That's your responsibility. It's not your manager's responsibility. It's not Dana Farber's responsibility. It's not your parents' responsibility. And grandma and papa, nobody. Nobody else's responsibility but yours. And now that you know this, you have to move forward, knowing this. All right, so simple intelligence. What is simple intelligence? It's simple intelligence is common sense, everybody. That's the reason why I wrote the book. Your difference brings value to the job. There it is. Your difference brings value to the job. Your difference actually brings value to the world. Every single one of us is born different. Even Siamese, what is it? What kind of twins? Oh my God. Identical twins, even identical twins. They different. Why? Because every single one of us has what? A different, what that thing is. All right? All right, so let's move on to the next slide. I kind of stayed there pretty long. All right, speak up. Oh, look at those good people. Look at those good people. Y'all know who those people are. Speak up and show up. What do people think about you when they see you? That is very important. And the way they think about you and and sometimes, you really don't have to care about what they think about you. You know, once you get to a point where you understand who you are and you know what you're doing is good and you're in a different place from a professional perspective and you're doing good, because there are negative people. There are people that are just not going to like me. As positive and optimistic as I am, I've had, when I was at, I'll tell you, I was a campus director at Strayer University. I had an executive come to my office in Ohio, told me straight to my face. She came to my office and she said, Pierre, you gotta let people see a different side of you. You could be intimidating sometimes. I said, what? Me, out of everybody in this place, you're gonna come to my office, fly all the way out here. The reason why they sent me out here to open this campus is because of my positive attitude. I looked at her, I said, okay, I understand. What perspective are you coming from? That kind of took her back. Mind you, we had a little bit more conversation. She started to understand that I don't play that microaggression stuff. I teach it now, which I had no idea. I had no idea that I would be doing that years later. So my point is, who you are should always be your core of who you are. You should always, every single one of you should always love yourself and be who you are. And your voice, every single one of your voices matter. And how do you add value at work? The way you add value is not just going to the job and doing the job description. Listen, everybody, somebody write this in the chat. The job description was created to attract you. Write that in your notes. Take that. Take that. The job description was created to attract you. They don't know who you are. They hired you because you showed them this person that they thought, okay, you have the capabilities, you have the skill sets, you have, your resume, your marketing material showed, the right things. But then you got to show up. You can't just do the job description. You got to show them your talents, your gifts, your strengths. As a matter of fact, that's your value, everybody. Take the definition of value. It's your talents, your gifts, and your strengths. That's what your value is. The value that you bring to the world, the value that you bring to your organization is your talents, your gifts, and your strengths. And is any of this outside of you? No, right? No. Your talents, gifts, and strengths is not outside of you. So once again, I gave you another gem. You can't get fired from your gifting, and then your value is in your talents, gifts, and strengths. So that's telling you that you have the power to show up and speak up. Don't just go and do a job description because that's just built there to attract you. You got to go and do extra. One of the things I used to do at every job I've gone to is I've always raised my hands when they talk about leadership. You want to train sales team at I used to work in radio. You want to train the sales team? Yep, I'll do it. Listen, you want to train admissions officers? my first job at Strayer was admissions officer. Not my first job. My first job at Strayer. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'll train them. It's just motivating people. Here's a little nugget, y'all. I learned this from a woman named Lisa Nichols, very, very well-known motivational speaker. Look her up. Lisa Nichols. She's in the movie, the documentary, The Secret. Write that down too. I used to run with her when I say run with her, I volunteered. I was in the fabric of their organization, the motivating the masses and these women conferences and stuff. So one of the things she said, whatever comes easy to you. Now I'm giving y'all a gem right here. Should I give it to y'all? Y'all say yes. Brandy's like, come on, Pierre, say it. Whatever comes easiest to you, that's what you charge the most for. Now, I know all y'all got jobs, but some of you are entrepreneurs. Listen to me very carefully. Even on a job, you have to understand this is about value. It has nothing to do with just being an entrepreneur or whatever. Every single one of you take and embrace this. Whatever comes the easiest to you, that's what you put out there to the world. So I can't define what that is. I can't tell you what that is. I know what comes easiest to me. If you shook me at 4 a.m. in the morning, and remember what I told you, right? I told you whenever I tell stories about myself or stories, period, put yourself in the thought process. Meaning if I shook you at 4 a.m. in the morning, if you shook me at 4 a.m. in the morning and said, Pierre, I need your help. I need your help. I believe, however many people on here, I believe you know what I can do. Why is that? Because I'm showing you. I don't care. I got one life. You got one life. You have one life. You go to a job and you don't show up. They don't know you. The manager, oh, they didn't give me an opportunity. Man, you better go to another place, another department and say, can I help out? Can I do this? Do something for free? Show them your value. If you don't do it, anyway, let's move on. All right, so don't hide your greatness, everybody. Sometimes I get like this where I gotta slow myself down. All right, look at them beautiful people right there. Look at those people right there. Managing up, remember I talked about managing up? Managing up is very important. Make sure you get the book. Managing up is the definition of managing up. It's very simple. Is communicating effectively with your manager. That's it. How do you communicate effectively with your manager? Now you have to start researching and studying that, that skill set, managing up. Now listen, if somebody has, I can only see 1, 2, 3, 4 people. If y'all have questions or something like that, somebody come off mute, ask the question. Remember, come off mute, ask the question, because I'm just gonna roll. All right, managing up is about communicating effectively with your manager. This is really, really good because y'all are young professionals. That's a good question. Do you know what's important or urgent to your manager? There's a difference between important and urgent. Do you operate in partnership with your manager? This is one of the things I coach a lot of executives, and I coach them on reframing the thought process of leadership and management and looking at their direct reports as partners. And then I coach the leaders and say, I call everybody a leader, right? So I say, your manager is your partner. When you think like that, you're not afraid to come and tell them something or share an idea because it's your partner. But if you're afraid, you're not gonna do it. Now, on the flip side, I always tell managers, always know this, your people, and this is why leadership development is so important. Your people are always thinking and they may not share things with you. So you're responsible for building relationships with your people because your people know that you have the authority to fire them. So they're guarded in what they say to you. All right.
Pierre.
Yes, please.
Question.
Yes.
How do you help managers see you as a partner?
Very good question. The way you help a manager see you as a partner is become skilled at asking questions. What does that mean? All right, this is the coaching, y'all. One of the questions I want y'all to write down right now, this is good, you're gonna get, I'm glad you asked that question because now you're gonna get this answer. One of the questions, y'all, every single one of you, everybody on this social tonight needs to make sure you write down is, ask your manager this question. What are the 3 most important things to you as it relates to me as your direct report? Write that down. Now, here's the secret. Here's the question. Remember, the question is, I'll say it one more time really slowly. What are the 3 most important things to you as it relates to me as your direct report? Now, you can be like, I already know that, Pierre. Why do I need to ask that question? All right, do me a favor. Write the answers. Write them down. Write them down, okay? And I guarantee you, I've been doing this for years. It's gonna blow your mind. And as a matter of fact, let's do that. Every single person, you write the answer down, and then you go to your manager, but don't show them your answer. Don't even bring your answer, but you bring a paper and you write it down. Don't bring an iPad or nothing like that. Right? And, even in Zoom, you can do this. Let them see you writing, okay? And you write it down. So number 1 is, I want you to come in on time or whatever it is. Number 2 is this. Number 3 is that. And then you check it and balance it out with what you thought. I guarantee you all 3 of yours are gonna be off. Why? Because things change. Things change. And this is why leadership, once again, leadership development is important. Because if you don't know that question that I just shared with you, you're guessing. You're guessing. You're going to work or Zooming to work, especially with Zoom fatigue. You're just guessing, man. You're guessing, whatever it is you're doing, whatever your job is. So I hope that answers your question. And there's so much more to share with that, but I'm going to move through and then we can ask questions a little bit more. So everyone is going through something you already know. I said that before. All right, we'll move through. Oh, look at that man right there. Look at that lady right there. There we go. See, I love smiles. I think it's just important. Listen, everybody got to love yourself. When you see yourself, you got to be like, man, that's good people. Selection process. What are we talking about? Selection process. Talked about it earlier. Identifying clearly who will you choose to be your advocate. An advocate is someone that basically supports you, an ally, someone that puts you forward. But then when you ask that question, what's a mentor? When you ask that question, you always got to think in your mind, this is a what's in it for me world that we live in. Can't get an amen. What's in it for me? Seriously, y'all. So how you go about getting an advocate is you think about, okay, why should they advocate for me? What am I showing them? Is it just because I'm Black and they Black? No, heck no. Or I'm Asian and they Asian? Oh, hell no. No, sorry, y'all. No, I'm white and they white, whatever. No, sorry, I'm Latino, Hispanic, and they Hispanic. Nope, sorry, once again. No, you need to go deeper. You need to find out what do they like? What did they do? Build a relationship with people, because that people are deeper than what we show. And so that's some of the things that I want you to start thinking about. So one of the simple intelligence principles is be a mentor and have a mentor at all times. It's a law. You give and you will receive. You're going to receive. So if you, and y'all have done that, obviously, you continue to give back. As an alumni, if they ask you to come back and do some mentorship or do any type of thing where you're just doing a little volunteer time, just raise your hand. Raise your hand. Let's do it. Yeah. Dana-Farber, let's go. I got you. I got your back because someone else did it for you. All right. It is 7 on the dot. Am I okay to go the 15, Candace?
Yes. 10,
okay. 10, because I'm right at the end.
Yeah.
And I want people to ask questions. See, 5, we're at the end. This is done. All right. So 5 is gratitude. Yeah. Once again, as you can see, I like putting good looking people on on here. Gratitude is what? Gratitude is the seed for more. I kind of explained this slide here earlier, and I think it's very important. One of the things I told you before is listening. Don't just hear people. Listen to what your advocates like and give it as a gift. You'll be surprised. Some people just like, man, they like Panera Bread, and let's give them a gift card for Panera Bread, $5. Starbucks, man. Listen, I gotta tell the truth, man. I really love Starbucks, y'all. Y'all can send me some garden. I'm just playing. But like, I had to take a break from there because I'm trying to get fit. But that is very important. Pay attention to what people love. Listen very carefully, because listening is a very important skill when it comes to leadership development and leadership, and just as a young professional, it's very important to listen. And always know, like I tell my mom, she's very hospitable, and sometimes she'll be upset, like, man, I did this for this person and they didn't receive it, or whatever the case is. I want to share this with y'all. Sometimes you give to a person and they don't receive it. That's okay. Move on. Because the number one principle in simple intelligence is leadership starts with you. The number two principle in simple intelligence is my response is my responsibility. Could you imagine? Now really think about this, y'all. Could you imagine if every single human being, instead of being taught some of the things that we never use and get graded on, if every single human being was taught this principle right here, my response is my responsibility. Some of the stuff that's going on right now would not have happened. The George Floyds, all of that. Remember I told y'all I'm a magnet right now for diversity and inclusion trainings? The reason why is because the foundational principles of what I teach is human relational skills. Unconscious bias, that's not a race thing. Every human has bias, okay? Microaggression, we all fall short and have a microaggression. I don't care who you are, okay? Every single one of us, okay? It's a byproduct of bias. Allyship, we all need allies. And advocates, same thing. And there's so much more. Equity, corporate trauma. So many people have had bad bosses and it causes trauma. Okay, so my point is, could you imagine if we all embrace that? And that's a part of my mission in life. So y'all take that and run with it, hashtag it, simple intelligence, and put it all over the world. I don't care. Listen, that's it. So I guess this is almost probably the last slide. Y'all know who that is, right? Tell me y'all don't know who that is. Come on, y'all better know who that is. Somebody come off mute and say who that is. Y'all don't know who that is?
Give us a hint.
No, MLK.
Thank you, MLK the third. So I was fortunate enough. Yes, that's Martin Luther King Jr.'s son. That's him. I was fortunate enough to actually interview him last year, 2019. Well, 2019. So it was 2 years ago, 2019. And one of the things that I asked him was some questions about what are we going to do right now in the society. He said, Pierre, that's a great question. I think you may be able to help people understand about taking action. And he said, we got to love ourselves. He said, people, regardless of race, they're not loving themselves. He said, one of the things that my father taught us, my mother and my father, he said, my mother and my father, and actually he said dad, and that was so cool. Could you imagine interviewing him? Come on, this is history. I had no idea when I was 20 something years old that I would be interviewing MLK the third. Come on. And he said dad and mom and dad taught us, him and his siblings, to love themselves. They knew. They love themselves, and this is the reason why they do what they do. And this is the reason why, if you look at his daughter, him and his wife, his daughter is, she's a beast, y'all. So there's the framework. I wanted to make sure I give you that framework right there. Here's the challenge. I'm a leadership coach, so I got to give you a challenge. And I think it's very important to Rise to the occasion. Every single one of you are leaders. Rise to this occasion right now. You see the nonsense that's going on. Please. I'm going to read this one. With the world becoming more virtual, technical, and diverse, knowing your worth and self-advocacy has taken on a new importance. How can you, yes, the one sitting in your chair, make a difference inside and outside of your organization by using the simple intelligence advocacy framework that you just received? You don't have to answer right now, okay? But I want this to be planted in your subconscious mind. Just like if I said, Red Robin, what would you say? Yep. Am I a genius? No, you've been programmed, everybody. You've been programmed, yes, okay? And there's a whole nother teaching lesson on that. So this is the challenge. Everybody needs to walk away with this challenge. I'm gonna move on to the next slide. Hold this up for 2 seconds. If you want to take a picture of that, you can take a picture of that, screenshot that if you want to screenshot that, but I'm about to stop sharing. And now what I'm going to do, it is 7:07 on the dot. What I'm going to do is open it up for just a couple minutes. That's what we've been granted to ask questions. And don't be afraid. Somebody ask a question. Come off mute, put it in the chat, whatever it is. Let's go. We only got a couple minutes. What did you learn? Any questions?
Hey, Pierre. I'm Katie.
Hi, Katie.
My question is for those who are still sort of learning to find their self-confidence or who didn't grow up sort of in an atmosphere of self-love, how do you suggest, we figure out what our value is, like what our talents are, what our gifts are, if we're still working on it?
I love that. That's so good. All right, a couple things. If you don't have a coach, get a coach. That's a side note. Number one, you look yourself in the mirror, butt naked, and you start programming your mind to love yourself, because you have come to this world for a purpose. And you need to start listening to positive things consistently. Guard your gates. Everybody, your gates to your mind are your mouth. Guard your mouth, because what you say comes right back to you. I don't deserve that. Why did you give me that? Oh, no, receive it. Thank you so much. That's what you need to say. If somebody give you a gift, we have a tendency to say things that really scar ourselves, right? Guard your mouth, your ears. What do you listen to consistently over time? Because that's what goes into your subconscious mind. What do you watch? Don't watch the news all day long. I'm just going to come straight out and say it. I always tell people, especially if you are if you're stressed, you're in a state of depression, or your mind is not strong, you should not be watching the news. Oh, but we should be. Listen, y'all, I'm 44. My family from Jamaica, they say, come, man, you watch the news, man. If you don't watch the news, you're not going to know what's going on. Okay, you're going to tell me what's going on. Because I worked in radio. It's programming, y'all. You do a study right now and tell me how much positive versus negative news that you're gonna see when you turn on the news every day. So make sure you're watching positive stuff. Books. I would say if you're driving a lot, there's Zig Ziglar said, 710. Zig Ziglar said, enroll in Automobile University. What is Automobile University? While you're driving, while you're working out, listen to audiobooks, positive stuff. Make sure it keeps going in your subconscious mind, because your subconscious mind, over 100 videos on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Nothing but positive. Look for these people that I shared the names of. John Maxwell, Bob Proctor. If you just keep going, there's a guy named Earl Nightingale. He talks about the strangest secret. Start searching and you will find it. Or you may have been asking a question for somebody else. But you get what I'm saying, Katie?
Yes, thank you.
Candace, anyone else have a question? Or Candace, you want to cut it now? I'm good. Or I can answer another question, whatever you want to do.
I think we are going to transition because I'm going to hand it over to Rachida. I want everyone to sort of sit tight but Rachida, I'll actually let you do what you're going to do.
All right. Pierce, thank you so much. I'm going to actually stand up because I feel like I need to make sure I get the same energy that you gave us this evening. Thank you for sharing a little bit about who you are, your values, and of course, some tips and jewels for knowing yourself. You know, the importance of self-advocacy, the importance of believing in yourself and not hiding your greatness. These are all the sort of notes that I took, you know, your talents, your gifts, your strengths, the importance of being a mentor and also finding a mentor as well. And of course, the message of loving oneself. So thank you so much for joining us, for inspiring us tonight. And we really want this evening to actually, you know, this is our annual alumni gathering. It looks a little different, but I love the energy in the room. I love the engagement. I love that it's our current students way back to 2001 with iCandice Words. I see 2007, 2008. So Sandy, if we could unpin myself and Pierre, and I'd like to see all of us in the room. I just see my face.
I think you have to unpin yourself.
Oh shoot, how do I do that? Tatiana, don't laugh at me. Okay.
Can I just say there was
It's been a long day. I get it.
Can I just, Pierre, there was a quick question in the chat, and what book are you reading right now? And I know you actually, this was from Lon. Lon, I should have just had you come off and ask the question yourself, but because she missed a couple of the books that you recommended. But what, are you reading any particular books right now that you would recommend?
Yes. Okay. So actually 2 books that I'm listening to right now. First book is I'm actually listening to it. It's called The Secret, everybody. It's The Law of Attraction, The Secret, written by Rhonda Burns. I'm actually listening to it. It's very important. Things. The other thing that I recommend, other book that I recommend is Crucial Conversations. I have the book here. I have a lot of books here, but Crucial Conversations, just the title, doesn't it intrigue you? You know, that's another good book too to read. But Crucial Conversations is a very good book. I listen to it on audio. Reason why I say that is because they have actors in the Audible version, and you can hear the conversations from different perspectives, and the actors are sounding, and I just love that, the drama of it all.
So Pierre, definitely take a look in the chat, because there's just a lot of expressions of appreciation, and I think that's important for you to take in, to know how much we really appreciated you being here. Racha, do you want to take over again?
Sure. So again, thank you all for being here. I see current students, I see alumni all the way back to 2001. We're going to ask, there's 2 pages on my laptop. We're going to ask our current and our alumni students to introduce themselves. So quick name and the year that you were in the program. I'm trying to think how to best do this. Maybe popcorn style.
Yeah, let's just do popcorn style. If you're an alum, or if you're currently in the program, please unmute and let folks know, because we have a lot of individuals. I want to thank our HR colleagues for being here, as well as some other invited guests that don't know who you are. So I'm going to actually, alumni, student trainees, and we have even some of our interns and fellows that have been a part of our workforce development office in this work. So please come off mute and just quickly give a shout out.
Candace, now you're going to make everybody think I'm really old. I'm 35, but anywho, I'm alumni since 2004 and currently back at Dana-Farber as a program manager.
Awesome. And take yourself off mute. That's awesome. Thank you, Candace.
I'll go next. Go ahead, Fatima. Was you gonna go? My bad. Well, I'll go next, Rick. I'm Tatiana Hollins, and I currently work at South Boston High School as a paraprofessional, and hopefully will be getting my teacher's license to teach history. And then I still work at Dana-Farber as a clinical assistant for the GI clinic. And I am class of 2008 alumni. So I'm class of 2010, but I was here in 2008, which so nice to see you guys. Happy New Year.
Thanks,
Yep.
Tatiana.
Oh, so we only have two of them.
Oh, I'm not sure if I was supposed to go or not, but I can't even remember what year I'm a part of. I'm sorry. My name is Lon. But I think I graduated high school in 2010. So I think I'm part of 2010, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm part of the alumni crew for 2010. I teach kindergarten at the Holmes Elementary School in Dorchester. It's my 5th year at that school, but my 7th year in the district. So I'm getting there, almost my 10th year. But yeah, I teach kindergarten. It's been really interesting. I really do love it. And I'm in grad school now, so I was a little late because the Zoom goes on forever. But I'm happy to be here, and I'm really happy to hear the message from our motivational speaker.
Thanks, Lon.
You're welcome.
Who's next?
Hey everyone, I'm Clay. Can everyone hear me okay? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm Clay, and I want to say I am class of 2007. I currently work as a project manager for Boston University, but I work remote, as we all do, in Maryland. So I live in Bowie, Maryland, so not too far from Northern VA Pier. And I manage both international and domestic projects. Currently, my main focus is applying to PhD programs. So I just put in a few applications, so fingers crossed that I get into one of them. I'm very happy to be here. It's wonderful seeing all of you. And thank you, Pierre, for that wonderful message. I took a lot of notes. I plan on tweeting quite a bit today, so thank you.
Okay, I'll go next. I'm Natalie. I was in the program from 2009 to 2015. I just graduated from my X-ray program in August of last year, and now I'm an X-ray tech at Brigham and Women's, and it's been 3 months now, so it's still pretty fresh, but I like it.
Thanks, Natalie.
Okay, popcorn, real quick.
I'll go next. My name is Andy Pangelinan. I was part of the program from 2012 till 2018, I believe. And I recently just started my new position as a research data specialist with the thoracic oncology department at the Dana-Farber.
I'll go next as well. My name is Medina. I'm currently a new grad nurse at Mass General Hospital. So again, because I'm a new grad nurse, this lecture or this motivational speech about leadership and self-advocacy is really relevant to me. So thank you so much, Pierre.
Next.
I can go next. My name is Shiri. I was part of the workforce development from, I believe, 2012 to 2018. Currently, I'm working at, just recently, I had the opportunity to work in a biotech company called Foundation Medicine. So I'm currently working as a process specialist. And yeah, definitely this evening, it's super helpful in just getting to, well, I motivate myself to getting to know more about myself, to be more confident. I live. And yeah, and also 2020, I also graduated with my master in regulatory affairs. So I'm hoping to get some experience on that. So yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Shruti.
Sorry about that. There's a lot of buttons on the bottom I accidentally clicked.
Okay, who's next?
I'll go. So I'm Toski. I believe I started in 2008 to like 2010 or 11. I forget. It was a while. Right now, I'm actually working at Dana-Farber as a research data specialist in the Department of Transplant and Cellular Therapy right
Gosh, Tosky, I forgot you came back. That's right.
now. Yes, I'm back.
Yes, yes. Who's next? Okay, I'm calling on people. Jacqueline.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry, Ying. You go ahead.
I'll go next. Hi, I'm Yang. I was a grad intern at Workforce Development in 2014 to 15, I believe. I'm currently a program manager developing and managing program for international students. I recently moved to Houston, Texas, but I brought my Dana-Farber mug with me. So when I logged in, I was busy matching the faces with the faces on the mug. I could see Andy, Bettina, and quite a few people, Shodi. And I brought it with me everywhere I go. So that shows how much I enjoy my experience with you guys.
Just wanted to highlight that there's already a connection here in the chat. Brandy and Tonsky works in the same. Oh wait, and so does somebody else. Kiera? Look at that. Look at all those connections happening.
That's great. Come on, I know there's lots of others.
Myra, Arlene?
I can go next.
Thank you.
So my name is Joanne. I started at Dana-Farber at, I think, 2015. And I'm currently a senior at Boston University, and I'll be graduating this May.
Awesome.
Who's next?
I can go next. Sorry if I cut somebody off. I'm Fatima. I was in the program from 2009 to 2015, currently working at the Brigham. And I just want to say thank you to Pierre because I really needed to hear words like this right now. So thank you so much.
Tiffany, I think you were gonna.
Okay, yeah, I can go next. My name's Tiffany. I started working at Dana-Farber in 2019, and I'm still currently here. And I'm a senior at the John D. O'Brien High School.
Awesome. Thanks, Tiffany.
I know we're losing a few people, so I want you to, who's next?
I can go next. So my name is Myra. I started the program in 2015 and ended in 2019. And I'm currently a sophomore at a school in Pennsylvania. I would say the name, but like nobody knows where it's at. So I'm gonna say it's 45 minutes away from Penn State. And yeah.
What's the name of the college?
Love yourself. What's the name of the college? Love yourself.
Juniata College.
Yeah.
Now you got 40 people who will know it.
That know it.
That's right.
Right?
That's
Let
right.
me know.
Who else? I mean, I can keep calling.
I can go next.
Okay. Thanks, Elizabeth.
So I'm Elizabeth Davis, welcome, and I worked at Dana-Farber from 2018 to 2019, and I'm currently a freshman at Howard University. So.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
Good to see you.
I see our office, some interns and fellows that worked in our office. Would love to hear from you guys as well.
Mm-hmm. Julia. Come on now.
I'm just surprised you didn't do that sooner.
Ooh, we can't hear you.
Oh, Julia, your audio.
Your audio. Julia was a fellow in our office. She's here. She came through what was called the Mass Promise Fellow program. And for her year of service, She interned in or was a fellow in our office and leading initiatives that really gave our interns a unique experience in hands-on science activity. Because Julia is a scientist, a data specialist now doing amazing things. She just left Columbia and will be going to DC to work for the US government defense contractor, doing health, public health data stuff that's way above my head.
If anyone can hear me, I'm sorry my sound cut out, and I basically feel like I had a professional introduction now. So thanks, Candace.
Tell us what are you going to be doing though in DC?
So I started a new job remotely where I am supporting the Joint Artificial Intelligence Commission, and I'm actually also getting to work on some public health projects too. And I'm still in graduate school at Columbia and hopefully finishing soon.
And if I tell you the rest, I'd have to kill you.
Exactly. Kara, we're going to call out our interns now.
It's the wrong one. I'm here. Let's see. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I guess I can go. I think I was part of the program 2015, 2016. Right now I'm back at Dana-Farber because I loved it so much, working as a transplant coordinator. And I've been here about 2 years now. And right now I'm also enrolled at a grad program at Northeastern. So I'm always in the area.
Awesome.
I can go next. Hi, everybody. I'm Katie. I was also a grad intern at the Workforce Development Office in 2016 to 17. So I was lucky enough to work with Julia, and I know some of you all. It's so good to see you. I have like hope today for the first time in a while, seeing all these beautiful people. But yeah, so after I graduated grad school, I went on to Cambridge Health Alliance, and I'm now a program manager there. I oversee a community health worker training program there. So yeah, that's where I'm at now.
Awesome. Good to see you, Katie.
Farira?
Oh, I can.
Go ahead.
I kept pushing the wrong button. I was trying to unmute and it was my camera. Yeah. Anyway, nice to see everyone. I'm here from Houston today. So shout out to Ying, you're in Houston. That's awesome. I was interning at Workforce Development for the summer 2019 until the spring of 2020. And being that I graduated in this awesome economy, I decided to go back to Houston. I'm staying with family and sort of regrouping and furthering my skills. So I've applied to get my license in social work, but it's really backed up. But in the meantime, I've also enrolled in a boot camp because Rachida and Candace could probably tell you how much I love numbers and crunching data and writing reports. It's so nerdy, but I really love it. So I'm learning a lot of stuff to do with programming and data analysis. And I'm finishing next month, so I'll be back on the market. Stay tuned. That's what I'll be doing after that.
Awesome. Nancy?
Hi, everyone. It's so good to see many faces I haven't seen in a long time. I'm Nancy, and I was a former Mass Promise Fellow working with Candace and Rachida in 2014. And that feels like so long ago now that I've said that. I'm now working at Harvard Medical School in the Center for Primary Care as a program coordinator in our innovation team. All right, Ratchet, I'll let you call on someone else.
All right, Arlene.
Yeah, Arlene.
Hi, my name is Arlene. I think I started in the program in 2015, and currently I'm a sophomore at Holy Cross.
Awesome. Whitney?
Hi, everyone. My name is Whitney. I think I started the program in 2018, and now I am a sophomore at Boston University.
Great. Vivian?
Everyone, I know Candace already gave a really nice introduction of me while I was running from the T to come back here. But first of all, I just want to say how wonderful it is to hear about people's growth and graduating from school and all these different programs. from when I was in the program in an intern position back in 2015. So Shooty, Andy, Natalie, it's really awesome to hear about your progress. So I'm the chief of staff at a health and human services agency right now. My position is really focused on COVID response and all of that fun stuff. So I've been keeping a little bit busy, but it was so wonderful to take a break and see all these wonderful faces.
Awesome. We have a few more, so please hang tight. Gina?
Hi, everyone. My name is Gina. I interned at Dana-Farber in 2014 and 2015. And right now I'm working at Boston Children's Hospital in the HR department.
Oh my gosh.
She went by Virginia.
Yes, you were Virginia. I'm like, who's
But now
Gina?
she's Gina.
Look at how grown up you are. Oh,
All right. Ziham?
Hi guys, my name is Siam. I started Dana-Farber in 2018. I'm a current internship right now at Pediatric Neuro-Oncology, and I'm a freshman at Simmons University.
All right. Mia?
Hi, my name is Mia Mizunov, and I interned the program from 2019 till 2020, and I graduated from OB last year, and I'm currently a freshman at Salem.
Awesome. Thank you. Blessing?
Hi, everyone. Wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Blessing. I started the program in the summer of 2018, and I graduated from the O'Brien in the summer of 2020, and I'm currently a nursing student at Salem State University.
Awesome. Marianne?
Hello, my name is Marian, and I started the program summer of 2019, and I'm a freshman at UMass Lowell.
Awesome. Jessica.
Thank you.
Can you unmute yourself? Okay. Oh. I thought I saw you in it. Okay.
Okay. So I think it was just Jessica that was left, but wanted to really, really thank you all for introducing yourself. Love hearing from you guys. Please, 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 before Ildemar closes us out, just wanted to let you all know that once you are a part of workforce development, you will always be a part of workforce development. You know where to find us. We're in the same spot, same location, 450 Brookline Avenue. We have the same email address. We have the same phone number for, 8 years for me, 13 years for Candace. So please, please reach out, because we are here and we are always, always going to be here for you. So I'll hand it over to Ildemaro.
And don't take that message lightly, because we started today talking about, taking advantage of every opportunity. I believe that the community you're creating and you've created and you're a part of here is part of one of these opportunities. So make sure you reach back out to us, to your colleagues, to anyone, to help you move and to help you advocate for yourself. I took so many things out of tonight, but this aspect of advocating for oneself is critical. And I can tell you that some of you or some of us feel more or less comfortable in doing so. Culturally speaking, there are cultures that are actually not prone to do this and for whom this is more difficult. So please don't, I know today it sounds great and you love the message. 10 months from now, remember this conversation today and advocate for yourself. I've seen so many professionals at director levels, at VP levels that ask me, how did people get this? How did you get this? How did others get it? And why didn't I? And it's because we don't tend to advocate for ourselves. And most importantly, I know also that individually we think, or most of us think, we can conquer the world and we are, but let me tell you one thing. If you have an advocate or a series of advocates, you're going to do it much faster and much smoother. So make sure that you understand these messages and adapt them to a way they work for you. Advocate for yourself ask the questions, partner with your boss, ask the questions in any field, both professionally and personally. It's always great to ask these questions. And lastly, I want you to make sure that next time you're coming out of the shower, you actually do the I love myself, I love myself. Why? Because God made me perfect. Do that, and you will, as simple as it might seem, it will get you on that journey to actually advocate for yourself and build that confidence. So with that, I thank you so much. And Pierre, you saw all the thank you messages, and I don't need that you need to hear, I don't think you need to hear more gratitude to feel that you're great, but this was great again. And we truly appreciate the share your gift with us.
Thank you so much. Can we do it together?
Oh yeah. Go ahead, let's
go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's go. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. God made me perfect.
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
All right.
Okay,
So-
everybody,
We
it
want
is
to take
picture
a-
time.
It is.
So if you could look at your camera, I'm going to count to 3 and you're going to smile. I have to do it twice because I have 2 pages of cameras on here. What?
Can we take Toski and Marianne? Can you
You want to come off?
come off your video?
If your video is off, you will not show up. So turn on your videos.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Ready? I'm doing the first photo now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, 1 photo down.
You have the second screen, Sandy?
I'm getting it now. I need you to be patient. Oop, no, it's frozen. Okay, just kidding. Second screen, ready? You don't know what screen you're on, so just keep smiling. 1, 2, 3. All righty, thank you.
Thank you, Sandy.
Awesome.
I'm sorry that some of y'all
Thank you guys
blinked.
so much for being here.
It's so great to see everybody here. Thank you. We're hanging out. Sandy, don't end.
I'm gonna stop the recording.
Okay.